Let me get the doc up.
Okay. I have a doc up, but it's pasted in a notepad, which I can like wrap the text on, because I still haven't figured out how to wrap text on Google Docs. So every now and again, I'm gonna be scrolling down on my mouse.
Alright, yeah. It's pretty readable for me.
Yeah. I'm just
how to rotate text in MS Paint.
I'm just afraid that like at one point during the live broadcast, I'm gonna click out of a window or something and nobody tells me, and like it's, you know what I mean, you need to have like the window active or whatever, like some horrible thing like that can I doubt it, but you never know these things.
I mean, that kind of happened with MK7 where like you put the DS down and it completely changed scenes.
Oh yeah, I was watching that earlier. He like accidentally dropped it and just zoomed in.
Yeah. But yeah, hello to everybody in chat. We'll be doing some more practice today. It's going to be like this for the next 2 days till the run. Reminder, the run's on Thursday, the 4th of July. But yeah.
Hello, everyone.
How's Rotterdam been? Yeah, Rotterdam was really cool. TwitchCon was a lot of fun, and maybe one of these streams I'll show off the stuff that I got. I got these partner sunglasses. They're just like basic white sunglasses with the Twitch partner logo on the side.
Those sound fire.
That's like, okay. And this hat, and I got a hoodie, and that's it. Yeah, I thought they would give us at least a t-shirt or something, but it was still a nice event.
That's great.
Yeah. I think the next one's in San Diego. In September or something like that.
Oh, nice. I hope they do one on the East Coast sometime. I'd love to just stop by.
Yeah, I think they tend to announce locations at the start of every year or at the end of every year, something like that.
Nice.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever.
Give it a few more minutes or what?
I think I'm good. Puddings, you good?
Yeah, I'll pull up the notes.
Alright, great.
Witty Janter, thoughts on the footy. England are a complete wank, but somehow alive. And I understand the Portugal match is going on now, but I'm not watching it because this is understandably more important.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 0-0 at halftime though, so.
Okay. I think they're playing
Very
Slovenia. Yeah.
I've been watching the Mets all week. Baseball,
I see.
All about the Mets, baby. All about the Mets.
Let's go Mets. They've been doing well. Like, I mean, up until last night, it got rained out in like the bottom of the 9th inning, and we waited like 2 hours only for them to lose.
Classic.
Yeah, that's like proper Mets fashion. Besides that, like they've been doing really good. They won like 7 games in a row earlier.
I only know the Red Sox when it comes to baseball. I have no clue, unfortunately.
Fair enough. I know it's like very unpopular in Europe.
Okay, ready to go whenever.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. I guess we'll start with the intros.
Yep.
Okay. Hello, my name is Abel. I'm a Mario Kart DS player from the UK, and I'll be running the 32 tracks main category, which consists of playing through every track in the game against the CPUs. Delighted to say that on this 4th of July, I'm joined by 2 of America's finest players in commentary, Puddings and Mikey.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here with me, and thanks GDQ for having us. So I think we're ready to go. We'll count down here. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So this is Figure 8 Circuit, the first track in the game. This is what we would consider the snaking sandbox.
Yeah, so snake.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so snaking, as Abel just said, is this right here. By alternating mini turbos left and right, you can basically keep your boost the entire straight. And that was, I mean, pretty much discovered immediately. Consequence of the drifting mechanics themselves, and Figure 8 Circuit's just a great place to practice that.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, not too much going on right here. We're just going to be going back and forth across Figure 8 Circuit. We'll mention right now, we're using dry bones in the Egg 1, which is usually considered just the best combination in the game all around for every track. So the Egg 1 has not the greatest speed, but very high handling, as well as one of the highest mini-turbo stats, which is what keeps us so fast the whole time. And Dry Bones, he is the lightest character, which means he has the best off-road stats, so he will go the fastest in the off-road. We won't be in the off-road all the time, but there are moments where it's faster to go around a turn really tight and stay in the off-road. So use Dry Bones to go just that extra bit faster. We also dodged the blue shell, but we'll talk about that later, because you're going to see that a lot more today. Great Figure 8 Circuit. We are ahead right now.
Okay, now going on to Yoshi Falls, which is a track that was brought back in Mario Kart Wii. It's got an egg in the middle, and I believe recently a tool assist. I'm not sure about recently, but in the last maybe year or so, a tool assisted flap strategy was discovered here, where you can sort of fire hop and like cut across and jump on the egg and do a super fast lap of around 11 seconds or so.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The MKW task people, they're insane. I don't know why they made the egg solid in that game, but they did, and that was the consequence of that. But
yeah.
Yoshi Falls is pretty simple. You know, we're just kind of get through it and move on.
Yeah, one other thing I'd like to mention is that the fake item boxes, whenever I get one, I tend to do my best to get it out of my racing line by either... Depends what angle I'm at, but... like, for example, if I'm on lap 3, I'll release it on lap 3, or I'll just try and finger it out of the way as best as I can. Now, this is Cheap Cheap Beach. The track made a comeback in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's got some very different terrain changes here and some elevation changes. And
we got some water, too. I got right through it.
Yeah, so this is something that is definitely more relevant in time trials, but obviously helps in versus mode, just making sure that we're driving as fast as possible, because the water cycles are best if we keep the pace up. And if we get hit a bunch, then we're going to have to take wider lines.
Yeah, that's right. So approaching lap 2, I'm on a decent pace right now, so I should be able to cut through the water without any issues.
Yep,
as you can see, and I've got a blue shell here, which...
And, unfortunate, right by the
yeah,
slope.
unfortunately I had a bad angle there with the slope, so I couldn't dodge the blue effectively.
Yep. So how the blue dodges work is, once it's approaching you, you're able to do a very well-timed mini-turbo and jump right out of the explosion radius as it's about to hit you. So right when it's coming down, you'll have a mini-turbo charged, and then you'll release it and hop really quickly. Just like that. Wow, that was a really fast blue shell. It came, like, right after the first one.
Yeah, it's very rare for them to come one after the other like that.
Yeah. But, thankfully, they're usually no problem to dodge. It's not too, unforgiving of a frame window to get it. It's just, it depends on where you are on the track. If you're on a really tight turn or like you're on a slope that goes upward, then it's a lot harder to dodge it. But most of the time we'll be able to get them out of the way pretty quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, the real monsters of this run aren't the blue shells, it's the red shells. We're going to see a lot of that.
Okay, so...
basically, our biggest enemy throughout the whole run is walls and some items. Go on, Abel?
Yeah, no, so I was just going to say Luigi's Mansion's the 4th cup now of the Mushroom Cup, one which had a recent shortcut innovation on one of the 3 tracks during the April period.
Yes.
Yes, I think one of you may be better off touching that than me.
Being somebody who's hit it before, yeah. So the shortcut basically entails driving up against the opening wall, coming into the mansion, and doing a series of 2 frame-perfect hops. on the left wall, and you kind of just jump over the brown kind of wall there and skip directly down into this room here. And it's really hard to do, given the double frame perfect and doesn't save too much time, but definitely a very flashy trick to check out. It's already been landed 3 for 3 in a world record.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast some of these players can pull these things off. We will have... Yep. We will have technically 3 more shortcut tracks. We'll only be able to really show off one of them.
This is another... Sorry. This is another thing I just really wanted to say quickly. Lightnings are something that are probably the biggest hindrance in the whole run.
Right.
So as you could see there, it completely messed up my line and spun me off the track. So
yeah.
Yep.
So
that usually loses around 5 seconds.
Yeah, depending on where you are in the track, if it's like booster section or if it's just you get in the mud, it can lose anywhere from about like 5 to 7 seconds.
Exactly.
It's just, and it's something you just have no agency in, and it's really unfortunate.
Exactly.
Yep.
And one other thing I want to mention as well, you would have seen there at the end of Luigi's Mansion that I was catching up to the tail end of the CPUs. That's a problem. Well, it's something that you have to endure because you'll be going at that pace. But catching them at the end can be problematic because you may run into them with a green shell behind their carts, or they just all bump you around, so you have to be careful to avoid them.
Yeah, possibly the deadliest item throughout this entire run is going to be none other than Bowser himself, because he's a very heavy guy, and if he touches dry bones, then usually he'll go flying like halfway across the track.
Yeah, we have a personal vendetta in Abel's stream against Rob. He's just the heaviest character in the game, and always tends to get in your way when you're trying to finish a race.
Yep. Thankfully, he's not here right now, but we do have Bowser in second place, which if we lap a lot of CPUs, we really won't see him. But in some tracks, such as Rainbow Road, he might be a pretty big hindrance. Yeah. He's in 7th place right now, actually. I don't know about this.
Yeah, so we kind of didn't really touch on the track itself. Desert Hills, pretty basic track. We saw a little bit of PRB at the beginning. We're going to explain that later, but yeah, just pretty much, stock standard track. We got through it. A little bit slippery. I missed the rotation hitbox.
All right, we'll get him next time.
We'll get him next time.
Next up, we got Delfino Square. This is my personal favorite track. Really cool design. It's based off of Delfino Plaza in Super Mario Sunshine. So this was the next track that had a new glitch discovered recently. You're going to see right here, once we get out of this little town section, there's going to be a little slope right by the dock, right to the left over there. And what you could do is you could jump off that little slope and then do a frame-perfect hop over a wall, and then you'll land around over here, and it saves a significant amount of time, but once again, it's extremely hard and not really worth it in this speedrun. Instead, we're going to see some other shortcuts. There's a little mud section that you could mini-turbo through and saves a little bit of time, but there's also the bit more challenging dock shortcut where you go over that same slope as I said before, and you could jump right onto the dock, and it'll save a good fraction of a second. We're going to see right here the mud shortcut without a mushroom. Very nice.
Yep. So one thing that Abel's also going to be trying to do is the bridge cycles. If he keeps up the pace, 134, 135, 136 pace, he can make the low bridge every single lap, which just saves a lot of time. And so the faster you drive, the better bridge cycle you end up getting.
Yep, this is a track that really rewards you for playing well, which we'll have to see. All right, let's see right here. We're going for the dock cut, and nailed it.
Very nice.
One other thing you may have noticed, on lap 3, you'll also, apart from catching the tail end of CPUs, you'll just get a bunch of random items being flung around, in particular green shells, and some awkwardly positioned bananas. So, yeah.
So, alright, here's probably the track that a lot of people have been waiting for. This is Waluigi Pinball, the site of the 3rd shortcut discovery this year.
Yep, that's the big one.
So Abel is going to try to get in around like 5th or 6th here and collect an item, and hopefully going to get triple shrooms. Yep,
oh,
we do.
Perfect.
So
now we're going to hold on to these mushrooms and hopefully be able to try the shortcut all 3 laps. So let's see, right here. We're going to align with this gate, and then we're going to...
Oh.
Close. So
Yeah,
as you can see, what you want to do right there is align with the wall. You want to mostly be facing straight, maybe a little bit to the left, and you want to try to hit the wall and the ground at around the same time, and then it'll perform a frame-perfect hop, and this will hopefully give you enough momentum to pass over a invisible wall, which will let you plunge all the way down to the pinball section, and this saves about 7 or 8 seconds.
Yeah, it was discovered this April by 2 players, Zumo de Papaya and Guanex, and has since been performed in real time by over 3 dozen players, including
almost.
Abel.
You had the line.
I had a good line there, yeah.
Including Abel himself, who actually set it in a world record, which lasted a good portion of a day.
Yeah. Also, that world record, which lasted, I think, a lap. The flap world record in a 3-lap. That I think I lost to Marissa. Anyway, I'm probably not going to mention this during the actual run.
Yeah. For context of how insane this shortcut is, the 3-lap world record on this track has fallen 20 seconds since April.
We went from about 155 to 135, which, if you told anyone about a year ago, they'd think you're insane. Speaking of insane, Abel's about to hit this shortcut right here, and okay.
One day it'll be hit in an
One
RTA
day.
setting, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't lose too much to attempt, luckily.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about it.
Yeah, it's something like maybe 3 to 2 seconds each attempt.
Yeah. Anyway, for the rest of the track, there's not too much to say. A lot of people love this track, but the pinball section can be really scary. You want to watch out for the pinballs. You can also gain some speed if you hit the bumpers. If you midi turbo off of them, it'll give you a little speed boost. But next, we're up to Shroom Ridge.
Yeah, so Shroom Ridge, this is a very challenging, but also well-loved track as well.
And Abel got run over.
The main gimmick here, as you can see, is the cars. They're all on a consistent cycle every single time. But we're just going to try to avoid them best we can and kind of navigate our way through the complex terrain here. If we were really good at this game, which nobody is, to be honest.
Yeah, not even Abel, he hit the wall.
Yeah, we can actually, top-level players in time trials are able to keep a technique called PRB to skip that big grass section there. And I guess right now is a great time, since this is a pretty slow track, to explain PRBs.
Nice.
So PRB, or prolonged rocket boost, is a technique where you basically get the perfect start boost, which is a 3-frame window, and you are able to maintain it by continuously mini turboing and releasing your mini turbo before the boost from your previous one expires. And if you keep on doing that, it will just allow you to drive on off-road without losing speed. And it varies in difficulty depending on what cart you choose. It's pretty easy with egg. So yet another reason why we choose it in this run.
Oh wow! Nice.
I wasn't even paying attention to my bottom screen. That's another thing with this RTA, is that I've hit like 3 or 4 cars by now. Yeah, the other thing you need to do is, in this RTA setting, really pay attention to your bottom screen and to any sound cues. Like that one there. So you got to be.
Nice.
It's about being really reactive and just paying attention.
Yep. Abel, like many players here, usually focus on time trials, and there isn't much going on with time trials. You're just focusing on your lines and how well you race. But for speedruns like this, you really got to be able to multitask and focus on a lot of things at once, because there's a lot that can go wrong. Speaking of going wrong, we're now to the Star Cup, which is DK Pass, one of the greatest tourist attractions of Mario Kart DS. We're going to go up this mountain right here, and then once we reach the summit, we're going to find a little surprise.
Yeah, so coming up after this turn, we're going to go up this hill, and there's going to be a secret item box, which I'm sure many of you have heard of before. And this item box gives you a pool of either a star, triple mushrooms, or sometimes in very rare cases, a single shroom, or the dreaded 1 in 200 red shell.
So what I'm doing here is, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a star, and I'm going to hoard it as much as I can. And actually, I just accidentally pressed X. That was very awkward.
Yeah,
but the point of that was
fine.
to hoard it until you see a CPU with an item, which allows you to basically dodge the shock. So now I'm going to go for it again. Sorry.
Yeah, usually computers themselves tend to use their items almost immediately after getting them. So you really need to be vigilant on your bottom screen to, if you see a shock there from the 8th place computer, quickly hitting that star and making sure that you're invulnerable to it.
Yeah,
Like
so
that. See, Wario would just use it right
unfortunately.
away.
Yeah. So this track has a lot of versatility with the speed run because you can either get a star or triple mushrooms, and then you get to decide: do you want to use the mushrooms for, say, a shortcut? Do you want to use it if you hit a wall just to get your speed back? And if you get a star, you can either save it for a shortcut or for the shock, or you can just wait until the next lap, use it to get the item box again. Ooh, that's a fake item box right there.
Or if you get a red shell, you can consider
Or you can
resetting
throw
your
it.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Abel won't be able to reset this run. He's tried before while we practice, but
I've tried plenty. Yeah. So what happened there was
we got that shock roll around too.
yeah, I didn't hear the blue shell come, so I should have gone around the mountain there in order to dodge it using the mini turbo. So I got to be much more attent there. But anyway, that's DK pass.
Yep.
Yeah, so coming up next, we have another kind of classic throwback track. This is Tick-Tock Clock, obviously reference to level in Mario 64. And the main things we're going to be contending with here are, once again, cycles, but in the form of these clock hands and the pendulums and also these spinning gears. None of them are too particularly bad. Mostly the computers are the ones getting trolled.
Yeah. Check out the world record here, by the way. 128.4 by MK Dasher. That's definitely one of my favorite time trial world records to watch in this game.
Oh yeah, very impressive. Because about a year ago, there was a little new strat that was discovered, or not discovered. It was just used a lot more, where you kind of get a tiny pocket of air right at this section right here, and you can use that to do what's called a slip drift, which is when you can start another drift without hopping in the air, and this saves a little bit of time. So pro players such as MK Dasher and Taiga are able to do this all 3 laps and get that little bit of speed that helps them keep the world record, and it's very, very impressive to see all 3 laps.
So, yeah, one of the things also we just saw on lap 2 was kind of a bit of awkward cycles. They usually do work out pretty well. Like here, in laps 2 and 3, we can just drive directly across the clock face. But occasionally the pendulum will be in a weird spot. We need to gauge, okay, if we're a little bit fast, I'm going to go to the left of the pendulum, or if I'm driving a bit slow, I'm going to go to the right of the pendulum, depending on where it is at that time. It's the same with this ending clock hand, which has been the bane of my existence on many good time trial runs, gauging where it is.
Yeah, this clock hand at the beginning is very, very difficult if you're going on a really, really fast low 30 pace or high 29 pace for the opener lap.
Yep. All right, next up, we have Mario Circuit. So now Abel's going to do some PRB right here, and he's going to hopefully hold it until about halfway through the track, where he's going to do a pretty big off-road cut. He unfortunately didn't get the start boost. That happens sometimes.
We're just
start
gonna
boost in this game. Go on.
Yeah, we can just comment on it as if he got PRB.
Yep. Very nice. Abel maintains PRB and goes through the dirt cut. That saves about a good fraction of a second. Anyway, so the thing about the start boost is actually very hard to get. In this game, it's actually a 3-frame window to get the perfect start boost. Unfortunately,
okay.
didn't make the cut. So this right here is the wall shortcut on Mario Circuit. It's very precise, but what you can do is you can get a mini turbo and then hop over this little part of the terrain that kind of juts upward, and that gives you enough momentum to barely make it over the wall. This was discovered, I believe, in 2014.
Yes,
Correct,
2014 by... We'll have to look up who the player was. I know Thomas knows. It's like this super dumb, long name.
It was a Japanese player, right?
Yeah, he called him at ESA and we talked to him on the phone.
That's amazing.
What a brutally comboed right there.
A classic example of MKDS 32-track items. Not only did we get shocked, but we also got hit with a red shell at the same time because...
Yeah, our 2 least favorite items.
We just can never catch a break.
Yeah. Speaking of catching breaks, so the thing about this shortcut, Abel personally is not too fond of this one. I believe he is morally opposed to this shortcut after it cost him a world record a good few years ago.
Yeah, one of his greatest world records of all time was completely invalidated by this particular shortcut.
It was pretty upsetting when I found out. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, that's Mario Circuit. Now moving on to what I'd say is a fan favorite, Airship Fortress, a track that many people were dying for it to come back in MK8 Deluxe, and to everybody's surprise, it didn't. I thought it would have been a great fit for that game, but yeah, I mean, it's based off Super Mario Bros. 3. It's got the Monty molds on the main deck section. And already getting readied here when that should... Oh, no. I thought it was going to hit one of the crates.
I could have hit a crate, yeah.
Yeah, that's one other thing with item manipulation in this game in particular. Well, red shell manipulation, shall I say, is that depending on how you're moving, you can manipulate the red shell trajectories to hit items... Sorry, like solid objects like walls or crates, depending on how you're moving the cart. So if you're turning a corner, a red shell's coming from you, then you can manipulate it.
Yeah, unfortunately the reverse is also true. Say you have an item behind you, and a red shell's coming towards you, and you're snaking, doing your thing. The red shell can very easily swerve around the item and still hit you. It's one of the worst things that can happen. I believe it only really happens in this game, and is pretty rare in other Mario Karts. So usually you might see Abel stop snaking when a red shell's coming, just to make sure he doesn't get hit, because it's very likely that it can swerve around.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so one thing we're just seeing right there was Abel kind of just went into the back of one of those bullet bills.
Ah, right.
That's just a thing that can happen. Only the front face part of the bullet bill actually has a hitbox, which is active, which means you can just drive through the back of them, no problem.
Yep, very cool. And before we end this race right here, Puddings, I believe you had some words to say about Airship Fortress.
The Rocky Wrenches.
I was referring to the part where you speak German, but...
Oh, no, I don't... Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to bring up that bit.
Ah, dang it, okay.
Yeah, no, but I hate those random bounces, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to Wario Stadium. This is a track where we will employ a technique which builds upon prolonged rocket boost. It's called PRB Restart, and it allows you to basically retain the perfect start boost again, or recover it rather, on these boost panels. It's still unknown as to why you can do that, but you can do that, as you can see. So now I'm just cutting the mud.
So PRB can be activated both by getting the perfect start burst or going over a boost panel, but cannot be done with the mushroom. And as we're seeing right here, Abel just kind of went over the wall. That's what's up with that. So that is a shortcut that was discovered around like 2006, 2007. I think 2007.
2007,
yeah, where you get a bounce over the hill and you basically hit one of the checkpoints on the track, which is on the other side of this U-turn. And it saves about a second or so. And it's not too hard to hit, actually, especially if you have the right lines going into it.
So now I'm going to attempt it again. I lost my PRB to go around the mountain here, but I have a pretty easy setup to get the bounce off the second hill. And I will land it. So this saves, approximately 1 second. But, or maybe 1.5 seconds. I'm not too sure. Yeah. But it's super cool.
It's definitely worth going for. Abel has a lot of consistency with it. The only thing that might go wrong is sometimes you'll make it over the wall, but you won't quite hit the checkpoint that allows you to respawn by the finish line. Yeah. So you have to do that next turn over again. But that doesn't happen too often. It's
quite funny. There have been plenty of runs on my stream where the blue shell will be coming at me with that precise timing. Speak of the devil. I'm not going to dodge it. I don't have enough time for a mini turbo. Okay. I'm just going to...
I still make the shortcut, though. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to back up here, and... Okay. So I was just saying, the blue shell would chase me up until the dead zone here, and it would, like, die, which is kind of hilarious. You can see clips of it on my channel. But anyway.
Very nice Wario Stadium. Moving on to Peach Gardens. So... It's a pretty big track. There really isn't too much going on besides, some chain chomps, a lot of flowers that we're going to be jumping over. Very precise first turn right here, though. And we're going to jump through these flowers, which is much faster than just going around the turn normally. Yeah. We clip through the corner right there, and then we snake around these hedges. Careful, watch out for the chain chomps. And there we go. Jump over this patch of flowers. Go through here.
Okay, I just as a meta commentary, I don't think we need to commentate like every single like thing.
Yeah, of course. There's just isn't much to say about this track. So
I would say like After
at this
one
point,
lap, we just
we
be
can
like,
start reading donations. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
same thing for the other two laps.
I think if anything
Um,
we can say about Peach Gardens is that just like Shroom Ridge, it's developed a 3-lap PRB strategy, and only 2 people in the world do it. And then I guess we could just read donations. Yeah.
Oh, we got.
My God, how did I not dodge
missed the
that?
empty. Unfortunate. And shock.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, just as a side comment as well, I think this is already like much better than on Thursday, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad
We'll
then or
definitely get
anything,
there.
but it's it improves every time.
Yep. I'll admit I'm like a little tired right now, but
I see.
definitely getting the hang of it. I'll just make sure like we perfect the beginning, make sure like we get out everything we need to say, so we don't need to like scramble during the middle.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's just a matter of like making sure we know who says what, because we don't want to like talk over each other. And honestly, after that, I think we'll all be ready and we just practice.
Yeah,
a bit more
yeah.
and
I'm
it'll be
confident
great.
about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be coming out of like a 5 or 6 hour shift like right before the run starts, so it's gonna be challenging, but I'll do my best.
Yeah. We got
Appreciate
we
it,
got
Puddings. Okay. So Bowser Castle, another track which I think, and this is just me, but I think this would have been great for the booster pass in 8 Deluxe.
I agree 100%. I love this track.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the best Bowser Castles, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's actually this is one of the most technical tracks in the game. As you can see, he's doing a lot of these mini turbos on these rotating surfaces, thin corridors, going off of big jumps. And one thing that actually this just reminded me of was the great Bowser Castle versus Bowser's Castle discrepancy in the Mario Kart series. Not going to get too far into the rabbit hole, but if you are interested, go to Mario Wiki and look at that, and you'll be like, why is this happening?
Yes, the Mario Wiki, which you are totally not banned from.
I was definitely not temp banned from the Mario Wiki for about 4 weeks earlier this year.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, Bowser Castle, very, as you can see, it's a very difficult track. You gotta do some very tight mini turbos here, and sometimes this can happen where you have to go down and take this alternate path, which is much slower. Another thing about this track that makes it so difficult is just the sheer length of it, because not only do you have to do all these precise technical mini turbos, but you have to do it for almost 2 full minutes. So that was a really
you can
unlucky
get
shot.
you can get timed really badly, but yeah, it is definitely a marathon of a track. Especially, I mean, that goes the same for all the tracks in the Special Cup. So they don't call it the Special Cup for nothing. So
yep, it's very special. Next track coming up is going to be Rainbow Road. It's another very technical track. There's no PRB, but you are going to see a couple really cool shortcuts. There's like 5 different shortcuts that have been used on Rainbow Road over the years, and hopefully you're going to see Abel pull off 2 of them today. Very close right there. Okay, nice.
yes, check out the world record for Rainbow Road as well on YouTube by MK Dasher. It's a low 137. It's incredible.
One of the craziest world records this game has to
Yes.
offer. And also, there's a little bit of an out-of-bounds shortcut right there where you skip that last turn and just jump straight into the lava, and you can count the lap, and it's a bit faster to end the track.
Yes. So
Yeah, we're
now
gonna see that. Yeah.
track number 16, final one of the Nitros. That can happen.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so this is
Thanks,
a thing, a pretty stock standard thing, basically. Rainbow Road never goes well at marathons for some reason. But luckily Abel's got some items to get him back into the race here. So we're not going to be going for it lap 1 because of these computers.
Yes, it's a shortcut that requires you to turn around and then jump off, and that just isn't very feasible when all these CPUs are around. Oh my god, CPUs are
It
brutal.
always happens. I don't understand why.
Yeah,
Every time.
this is what happens when you let the computers get ahead of you. You have to start dealing with all of their crap.
Yes, I'm not sure if we mentioned before, but Dry Bones on the Egg One, while it is one of the fastest carts for
Oh my
speedrun, it is
God.
actually the lightest combination you could use in the game, which means a lot of these CPUs are going to be able to bump us around quite a bit, especially Bowser right here. We're going to watch out for him.
But it pays off because you can go on the off-road fastest when you don't have PRB active. So
Yes, of course. Oh, very nice. What's that called?
It doesn't have
Jump.
a name. You just the
Very
jump.
nice jump right there. That saves a bit of time. Very hard
Okay.
to pull
We got a
off,
blue
too.
shell coming.
Yeah, I was about to turn around for the pipe shortcut there, but of course, as I mentioned before, a couple tracks back, you have to really pay attention to the bottom screen. I saw
Yes,
one of the
absolutely.
characters get a blue shell, and I knew I wasn't too far away from them, so I decided to play it safe. And another blue shell coming. Got to really
Oh my
pay attention.
gosh.
Look at that! Double! And I couldn't get that.
Unfortunate.
It's
Okay.
just there's no rest here. Hopefully during
Yeah.
the actual thing we'll have enough of a breakaway. I think you can probably go for pipe shortcut this lap.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't be
Barely.
seeing the loop-de-loop cut, but we will be able to see the pipe respawn shortcut, which is done right here. It was
Yeah,
gonna
so
make it up to
we-
this last ring, and then turn around, then do a mini turbo off, and then jump right next to the pipe, and then land down here, and
Yeah.
then respawn right by the spiral.
Yeah, so that
Yes.
works basically by you're just triggering all key checkpoints. Unlike MKW, the key checkpoints actually work in this game. So
Yes.
you have to drive through all of them, and he drove past one, past the past ring, drove past one while he was going past the pipe, and then he hits one final one as he respawns into the thing. And so here we are. We have the retro tracks, Mario Circuit 1, the very first Mario Kart track. We're going to hopefully see a lot of PRB here. Like I said, it allows you to drive on off-road without losing any speed, and this is a pretty refined strat. We're going to hopefully see a time around 39-40 seconds.
Yep, very short track right here, even shorter if you manage to retain PRB. And as you can see, we're just going to skip this entire kind of 90-degree turn right here and just go straight through all the sand. It's
Hopefully
very fast
we
on all 3 laps.
Yeah, hopefully we won't see any huge power items. Blue shells and shocks can't show up until 30 seconds into the race anyways. And we
Yeah.
already got a blue shell. Very rare to see a blue shell on this track.
Oh, very nice dodge.
Oh, barely missed the
Nice.
sub 40, but good enough.
Yeah, that was very good. All right. So next up we have Moo Moo Farm, and let's see. This one can be very annoying because there's a lot of red shells on this track for some reason. It just kind of happens with the CPUs, the way they chain them.
Yeah, there's a lot of item boxes that are all kind of placed right in the correct way for CPUs to be more annoying than usual.
Yes.
And you're also just contending with this kind of awkward terrain on the right side. We're just going to be trying to stay near the right fence as much as possible during this race.
Yeah, this
but-
track is a bit of a glorified circle, so we just want to take it as tight as possible. The only thing to watch out for is the Monty Moles. Thankfully, they operate on cycle, so as long as you know where you are in terms of what time you have, then they shouldn't be much of a problem to avoid. Unlike Mario Kart 64, where they are completely RNG related, even in time trials.
Yeah, items are just not our friends today, which is expected. But this does get to just remind me of one of my favorite Mario Kart DS fun facts is that for some reason, we don't know why, Donkey, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. So Donkey Kong, for some reason, gets red shells at a rate 15% higher than what should be expected, and we don't know why.
Yes, this was all according to some research in the MKDS labs. This was never actually found in any code or anything. This is just off of some statistics that we've kind of analyzed on our own. Anyway, next up we have Peach Circuit. Abel, unfortunately, not getting the PRB, but this track is still very satisfying to drive with non-PRB puddings. I believe you really like
Driven
this track.
correctly, non-PRB.
Sure.
It's the correct way to drive the track. So,
I was
we've been kinda
bribed by
mentioning-
puddings before. Sorry.
Yeah, we've been kind of mentioning PRB and non-PRB, and those are mainly kind of distinctions for time trials, where basically one allows the use of PRB and one does not allow the use of PRB. And both have their own, strengths and weaknesses in terms of gameplay. Non-PRB is a lot more accessible to new players, while PRB is definitely for higher level players, especially on more complex tracks. But this is a pretty simple one. We're just gonna see,
Nice dodge.
skipping over turns when we can. It's faster to just go over the grass than take the full turn on road. And we're just
Yep.
gonna finish in a little under a minute.
Very nice. Yeah, sometimes you can hit the trees too, which can be very annoying. But the first tree, actually, you kind of want to hit it at the beginning, and it'll propel you forward. That's done in the world record, I believe. And
Yeah.
next up we have Luigi Circuit. We're going to get what we call a Bowser boost, which is when we get hit by Bowser, but he actually pushes us forward, which is a little bit faster. Now we're going to use PRB reset once again, and we're going to PRB through this little sand patch right here. Take the turn a little bit tighter.
So
now we're
yeah.
going to do it once more and go over this little patch of grass, and then a little bit on this next patch of sand.
So this track is very volatile for items, given the two-way driving in the center here. Sometimes you'll be driving, pretty good lines, and then for some reason, like the 6th place computer just has a red shell, and it will go for you for some reason, or did they just launch a blue shell and you have no time to react?
Yeah, this track's brutal.
This is a track where either it can go really well, or you just lose 20 seconds out of your control.
Absolutely. Abel doing a very good job right now, though. Plus, not too much bad RNG either. I'm hoping jinxes aren't a thing during the runs, but it hasn't really happened so far, so I'm just going to assume it's fine.
Happens all the time on my stream, but
True.
But yeah, I was also gonna say that essentially this track with PRB restart is kind of like having training wheels, because you can consistently like, you don't need to really finish a lap. You can go around all the time and just keep practicing the technique going off the boost panel. But anyway, moving on to Dono Plains 1. I think it's just another flat track from the SNES original game. Could be a good time for donations. Yeah.
There's also a pretty heavy PRB track as well. Unfortunately, I didn't see the PRB right there.
Yeah.
But PRB can be significantly faster on this track, especially on some of the first turns where there's a ton of off-road to be skipped.
Yep. Other than that, I will just like to give one shout out to Dr. Mario, Canadian player. Check out his non-PRB world record here. I think it's honestly more impressive than the PRB record, but that's just me. But I think for the rest of this track, donations is a good idea.
Absolutely. We've got $1,200 from Anime Weed Lord 420.
Throwback.
You guys know that guy?
I've heard of him before, back in the day,
That's
like the first name that popped into my mind.
We got $69 from John Alfield. Snackin' is Cheston.
Classic. I wonder if Elon Musk will come back with another donation soon. He seems to love your streams.
We'll see.
So,
Frappe Snowlands. In my opinion, one of the best tracks in Mario Kart as a whole. Really like this track. It races really well on DS as well. One of my favorites by far.
And we see a very nice shortcut right there. We keep PRB for just a little bit, so we're able to go over that hill and then skip over the out-of-bounds section. That saves a very good chunk of time. The rest of the track is driven pretty standard. One thing to watch out for is that pretty much the entire track is icy terrain, which means it's a lot more slippery. You're going to have to mini-turbo a bit differently than how you usually would. But besides that, it drives very straightforward. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. I was just going to comment on that. Yeah, you'd have to kind of adjust your driving style to the lower traction road. And also just these tricky snowmen. I mean, sometimes if you get the wrong alignment going into this section, you're just kind of doomed to fail.
Yeah, it happens even at top level. Has happened to me definitely at world record pace runs. Yeah, this is a track where in time trial where I did hold the world record before.
Very nice.
And here's a blue shell, which should be okay to dodge.
Nice. Yeah, those blue shells are actually even easier to dodge when you're on kind of low traction terrain like this. Just a little bit of slipperiness helps a bit.
Also, on 100cc, you cannot dodge blue shells unless you're on a slope going, or you're jumping off of something, or you're on a slippery track like this one, or DK Pass, or something similar.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we're going to be closing in on the end of Frappe Snowland here. Next track we have up next is GBA Bowser Castle 2. I don't know who put SNES in the notes here.
Oh, that was probably me. I'll edit that.
Yeah. So GBA Bowser Castle 2 comes out from Super Circuit. Super Circuit is a game where they seem to love Bowser Castle, given that there's 7 in that game.
Incredible.
But this track ports pretty well to the DS. We got a lot of awkward corners and speed boosts on the ground there. So the main difficulty here really comes from doing this strat right here called the Zagetto strat, Shoutouts to Miguel Rodriguez, Zagetto, and we're just going to see a lot of kind of technical driving and making sure that we're approaching each corner as well as we can. This is actually not too hard of a track, given the computers aren't going to be too much of a problem here, because there's only 7 item boxes in the entire track, which is the least of any track in the entire game, but it seems like it doesn't matter.
Sometimes we could jump over that first zipper, which saves a tiny bit of time. The world record actually does that many, many more times. It's very difficult, and it depends on both your alignment and what car you're using, how many frames of leeway you get with that. Sometimes with the VROB BLS, it's less than 1 frame due to certain things with alignment. Sometimes you just get unlucky.
Yeah, it's a sub-frame perfect trick. So, I mean, shoutouts to MKWee, their QM and all that.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually, I would say, an example of that aforementioned QM where it's kind of out of your control.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
luckily we don't go for that in 32 track. We're not trying to set any individual track world records here.
Yes.
Not for now, at least. All right, very nice. We're about 40 minutes into the run. We still got a little bit more to go. Next track up, we have Baby Park. It's Baby Park. Let's just read some donations and enjoy the chaos.
Yeah, it's either donations or I rant about how much I hate Baby Park.
No, I think it can be both.
I think donations is probably the healthier option.
We could like complain for a sentence or two and then just say, all right, we're reading donations.
Yeah, I would say, I think that's just like, this is Baby Park, significantly downgraded version from other iterations, but it's 5 laps of the same thing, just read donations.
Yeah, we hate this track, read donations. And maybe we'll say something in the 5th lap if there's like a million bananas on this track.
I mean, you could mention something along the lines of, like touch on the fact that GCN Mario Circuit was this track's slot.
That too, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, we can just say that, and therefore we forever hate this track, so we're not going to talk about it. We're going to read donations. Anyway, Koopa Beach 2, we're now on to the Leaf Cup, the second half of the retro tracks. No PRB, unfortunately. That would save a little bit of time driving over the little, whatever this is. I think it's just like seaweed and whatever that washed it up from the shore. But thankfully, we could drive around it and not lose too much time as if we had PRB. We just got to be a little careful on this water section. It's a little bit slippery, and we could fall into those deep patches of water, which count as out of bounds.
Yeah, so very simple track. I mean, it's a Super Nintendo track. What were you expecting? Lap 3 is going to be a little tricky, dodging these computers. But we're going to see Abel is going to drive out to the right here at the end, and that's because the finish line extends all the way out to the right, so we can actually save a little bit of time by just jumping off the track and finishing a little earlier.
Yep, very nice.
Okay, moving on now to Choco Mountain. I'm sure many of you will be shouting from your seats, demanding the Weather Tenko shortcut from MK64, but I'm sorry to disappoint. There is no such glitch here. You have to drive the track in its entirety, but it's really nice to drive on. It has a nice strat, and I don't know what else there is to say. I guess there could be another spot for donations, or
you're going to see some beautiful snaking right here. With all the recent new glitches being discovered, I wouldn't be surprised if... no, reset Abel. I wouldn't be surprised if we find another new glitch here, but we'll never know until we see it.
Some of the most satisfying driving tech of any other track in the game. I think just the narrow pathways allows itself for some interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit demanding for new players, since it's a lot harder to snake in a very narrow line, like right here. But expert players like Abel will be able to snake through very easily, like so.
Yeah. So I guess we could touch a little bit on the world record as well. The world record here uses the VROB BLS, which is a much harder to handle track, harder to handle kart. And the current world record strat was actually found by Brazilian player, SMB1 player, Lukuki, if any of you have heard of him. Discovered the current world record strat in 2018. And it was used to cut about another 1.5 seconds off the track total. Thank you. Thank you, Cookie.
Thank you. And yeah, not too much else to say. So I believe we have time for some more donations right here. Looks like we have $1 from. Oh, I need to open your chat. I'm just gonna pick a random chat member to say they donated. Where's the chat? Come on. I can't even see the chat because I'm like not in the full window. Okay, yeah, we have $1 from Fire Hopes First. Thank you for the donation. Please type your message.
Thank you.
Nice blue shell dodge right there as well.
Thanks. Okay, so that's Choco Mountain. We'll be moving on to one of the Super Circuit tracks. In fact, did you know the guy? Did you guys know that Mario Kart Super Circuit in Japanese is called Mario Kart Advance, which I personally think is a much cooler name. But yeah, Luigi Circuit, the other Luigi Circuit in this game, we like to call it the Maze.
Yeah, this is a very tricky track. This is actually the only track where the dry bomber is still used. Dry bomber is a cart that is used on tracks with a lot of off-road, and as you're seeing, nearly every single turn we're cutting the off-road because of all the hairpins. And actually all the hairpins and all the turns end up drawing out on the bottom screen something that looks a little bit like a wet floor sign.
Yes, Abel, if you touch the bottom screen for us or press Y, there you go.
So as you can see, somebody is slipping on one of the puddles, many puddles on this track.
Yes. Very fitting for this track. But yeah, for all of the PRB world records in this game, this is the last track that has world record with Dry Bomber, simply due to its very high handling, being able to take all these corners very tight.
I think
go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, I think I see a dog stretching on the bottom screen more than a wet person.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
His tail's really going crazy if that's the case then.
Yeah. Okay, finishing up here. Can be a bit chaotic because you're navigating between puddles and CPUs, and yeah, it's very, very hectic. Mushroom Bridge, I'd say this track underwent a pretty crazy transformation in its parent game. Also, you got to watch out for the CPUs at the very beginning. They rubber band a bit and push you onto the railing, which wasn't actually present, I think, in the original game. At least part of the railing in some sections.
Yeah, there's a lot less areas that are drivable on this track compared to the Double Dash version. Like for example, we can't drive up on the bridge itself. And also, the cars are a little bit less interesting, in my opinion. Also, this is, instead of cars going both ways, cars just go one direction. So they're a little bit more easy to predict, I guess.
Yeah, and you can ride the bridge, I think, in Double Dash, with like boost panels and everything.
Yep, you can go on top of the bridge. There was a little pipe over to the right here where you could get an item box and then hop back out. There was like a little sidewalk right here to the left as well. There was also, I believe, mushroom cars that you could hit and they'd pop a mushroom out that you could grab. So definitely a lot was taken out to accommodate for the fact that this game is a handheld, not like Double Dash, which is on the GameCube, much more graphical capability. But still a very nice track, very fun to drive.
Yeah, so the next track here, we're getting into the final cup of the game, the Lightning Cup. And we're starting out with Choco Island 2. So this is a very controversial / unpopular track.
Mm-hmm.
Some people really like it, some people really hate it. And it's just a very tricky track to navigate around all these bumps. If we hit one of the bumps, it kind of sends our cart upwards and we lose a lot of momentum and speed. So we're going to try to be hopping over them at all costs. And also the piranha plants completely stop your cart as well if you make contact with them.
Yeah, there's a lot to watch out for on this track. Honestly, not sure what Nintendo was thinking bringing it into this game, because in Super Mario Kart, these little bumps, they don't really do much. They just kind of make your cart go into the air for a bit, not really affecting your speed. But here, they just cost everything. They ruin your momentum. They prevent you from snaking, which loses time. It's just a mess.
Yeah, for some reason, only like people from Switzerland like this track, and I think it has something to do with chocolate.
Yeah, maybe the cheese as well. Maybe the cheese color as well.
But yeah, very unpopular track, but one where I managed to claim my first world record again in 10 years. So there's that.
Yes.
There's that. Now, Banji Boardwalk. Home
This
to
is
the official unofficial
Yeah.
Abel mascot, I'd say.
Yeah, so this is a track very famous for this fish right here. We're gonna see him right here. That's Bubba.
Bubba!
Make sure to say hello to Bubba in chat if you have the
Everyone say
emote. Make
hello to
sure to send
Bubba.
it. And he's really kind of the highlight of both this run and the missions run, both full game categories in this game, where he kind of appears near the end of the run to kind of root you on for those last few segments. And we just love Bubba for that. Really stand up guy.
Absolutely, very nice. Always happy to see him. He would never harm you. He doesn't even have collision either. He's just there to say hi and kind of jump over you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
For the rest of the bench, you go on.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say for the rest of this track, like he makes this track a lot more tolerable because this is a very tricky, narrow track with all those railings, but also the lack of railings. So to snake on a lot of these straightaways is very, very difficult.
Yes, you could kind of consider this a more difficult version of Choco Mountain because, again, you're on pretty narrow road right here, and there's not always going to be railing to protect you from falling off. So definitely a lot to watch out for. Besides that, it's just a lot of precise snaking. You're going to jump over these little corners right here, too, to save a bit of time. Very nice. Yeah, hitting walls is pretty common. So yeah, the next track, we're going to talk about this now. The next track is Sky Garden, and it's going to be another PRB track, but we're going to be silent for a bit to make sure Abel can focus because there is a shortcut that can only be done while you maintain PRB, and it saves a very significant amount of time, so we want to try and hit it as many times as possible.
Yeah, this is the track in the game where PRB makes the greatest swing and time saved based on if you keep it or not. So,
yes. So here we go, Sky Garden. We're hopefully going to get the startup boost and do some PRB.
Don't mess up.
So far, so good.
And very nice. We got it once. We're going to keep going.
I do hear a red shell coming, though. Hopefully it's too far away.
Mm-hmm. Abel is able to do what I could never, and he's actually able to speak while holding PRB. I could never.
That is unspeakably tragic.
Oh my goodness.
So to keep PRB on that strat and make sure that oh, you know what? This is pretty stock standard.
Yeah, this is awful.
Yeah, he has to space his mini turbos just right so that he's always releasing the mini turbo right when he needs to make that jump. And that requires kind of planning on your routing from all the way like on the other side of the map. But we're just going to drive this for the rest of this lap normally and kind of just accept our losses and move on.
Yep. Once we don't have PRB, we could jump over this little ramp right here, and that saves a bit of time. Not as much as a shortcut, but still very nice to do. And then you'll see right here, there's this little kind of off-road bridge that we go over, and we usually go over this with PRB, but it's still much faster to go over even without it.
Yep. So we're entering our last track here, Yoshi Circuit. I don't know if you knew this or not, but the track is actually shaped like the character Yoshi. Who would have thought?
Oh.
This track is kind of out of place, I think. Finale, it's definitely very exciting. Yoshi Circuit has the highest number of item boxes of any track in the game with 30. So we're going to be hoping that the CPUs don't get anything too aggressive and leave us alone while we finish out the run. Definitely a very stressful track to play when you're on world record pace and you've just hit like 2 or 3 laps of PRB on Sky Garden.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So while Abel drives the last 2 laps of the run, we could get in some of the last few donations.
Yeah, we got $5 million from MK Dasher. Yo, what up?
Thank you very much, Dasher. Yeah, pretending that there's no donations. Yeah, it's a very fun track. You saw at the beginning, we did a little bit of PRB to go over that shortcut, which in this game is actually very, very easy to do without a mushroom, and it saves a considerable amount of time. All we really do is mini turbo, go through the off-road and jump. and it's very nice. Besides that, the rest of the track is a little bit technical. There's a lot of curvy turns that we watch out for. This part right here, we carefully weave around, and then we get shocked, but if we didn't, we would have done a double hop, and that's pretty hard to get because you need a really good alignment for that.
A lot of like really precise timing and spacing that you need to do to fit all the mini turbos you want in that section. And we're actually coming in here on time. When we cross
Right when we cross the finish line, and time! Blue Shield did not come in time.
Can't get you. All right.
Okay. So...
Not too bad.
That was okay.
54:26. It's a great time.
Yeah, it's definitely an improvement over the last marathon run. So, yeah, thanks to GG's, guys. I'll do some closing / shout outs. But yeah, first and foremost, thank you to Summer Games Done Quick for having us. This was Mario Kart DS 32 tracks. It's a real privilege to have been chosen to showcase the game I've loved most, and especially when fundraising for benefiting Doctors Without Borders is at the heart of it. So please keep donating. Do you want to
kind of go over this part? Yeah. So just as the community in general, Mario Kart DS community, we've been around since 2005, and we still have new players joining all the time. It's never too late to start. Some of the best players in the game didn't even start until like a year ago. So if you want to check out RTA categories like 32 track, or you're interested in time trials or glitch hunting like some of the new players have been, check out the Mario Kart DS Network Discord server. But also make sure to check out all our sub communities and immerse yourself in Mario Kart.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's also an ongoing tournament right now, the Mario Kart DS Network Yearly Wi-Fi Championships, where some of the greatest players come together and play some 1v1 matches online to see who gets crowned the winner. You can come and spectate if you join the Discord, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so as for myself, you can catch me streaming runs for the game every day on twitch.tv/Abel. I'll also be streaming all my World Championship matches, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, thank you so much to my co-commentators, Puddings and Mikey, for being here with me today. It's a real honor. Unless you guys want to say something else, I think we can wrap it up here.
Yep, thank you very much.
Yeah, subscribe to Puddings, all right.
Hashtag MKDS2021. But that's it.
Ooh.
Okay. I think my verdict on that is that it's instantly a lot better than last time. Lot more energy. And I think it's just about delineating who's saying what in certain moments and just polishing it up with a few more runs.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to touch up on the script tonight just to make sure we have everything that we want to say, and we might write who gets to say what. But besides that, I think we're all good.
Yeah, I think we did a lot better at narrating who is doing the things we have to say, because there's things that just come up and we just have to do it on the fly. It's a very reactive run, but I think that we did the things that we needed to bring up when we needed to a lot better than last time.
Yes.
Yeah,
How did you think, chat?
Yes, can we get the opinions in the chat, please?
Yes, any recommendations, any criticisms, please let us know. And we may or may not listen, but it's always worth trying.
Did you mention it's the Freedom Run? I think I insinuated that at the beginning.
After the run, do you think you could quickly show off the emblem?
Yeah, I could do that. I thought about maybe doing that at the beginning, though. What do you think?
Oh, true.
I think the beginning works better, yeah.
I think it works better to just have it open, at the start, yeah.
Yep.
I like this. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is the winning entry for the emblem competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, depending on what screen you're on for the bottom, it's easier to just not show the grid, so it's a little bit more visible. Just when you go to the bottom, press select.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just turn off the grid. Yeah.
I see. Hi, I'm former runner in RTA in Japan. Just greeting. Hello, Zuno. I'm excited to be at RTA in Japan in 1 month. It's going to be great.
It's going to be very exciting. A very exciting time for all of us, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm a bit less stressed about that, because even though it's going to be in person, I pretty much don't have to say a word. Even though it's kind of cheating, but, I'm still very grateful. Okay, so what could we do? I don't know if you guys want to do another one, or
I'm all good for another one. Yeah.
or maybe we don't want to burn ourselves out with too much. I think in my opinion, we're good with doing one a day, or maybe doing two on the final day, like on Wednesday. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds good actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually have to go at like 6 on weekdays, depending on what the schedule of everything is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's fine, Puddings. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But in my opinion, I think one run and just like going through things now is good enough, and then just do another one tomorrow, and then maybe do two on the final day.
Yep, that sounds great.
Cool.
this is crazy though. Completely unrelated. I'm changing the topic. The Portugal-Slovenia match is still scoreless, 97 minute.
Wow.
Yeah, I read somebody in the chat saying Portugal are frauds or something.
They're showing it, yeah.
I want a shout out from Puddings, says Luca.
I did for ESA though, I actually did promise 2 people shout outs, and I did do that, so we'll have to see. You'll have to pay me for it.
I can't get a
Monetize my
shout out
shout
if
out.
I'm commentating this time.
So Nano, the co-commentators are Puddings and Mikey. He says whoever your co-commentators are just need to mentally take turns on speaking. I think
Yeah.
yes, I just think with the next couple runs that we do, we'll just know when to, like, whose part it is to speak on, you know. But anyway. Chuli Khabi with the raid, thanks so much. Welcome, guys. Yeah, the other thing about doing another run is that I don't know what's going on, but like beneath my R button casing, it feels kind of sticky, and I don't want to overdo it. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's been okay, but last time when we did that first run, it felt really off, so I'm kind of afraid of overdoing it. But I mean, I've got another DS just in case. But
yeah, you can always clean it too if it needs to
Yeah.
come to it.
Yeah. Hey, Rack Attack, and thanks everybody for being here. I don't know what you guys wanna do.
Yeah, we could end it here. I'll probably like stay in the stream chat, but I'll definitely work more on the script just to touch up on it, make sure we add whatever else we wanted to add, and maybe like write who talks about what and stuff.
Yeah, sure. That's fine with me. I might just do a bit of time trial and just chill.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Good for me.
Yep. Good job today, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So we can do more tomorrow. No problem.
Absolutely.
Alright.
All right.
I'm gonna head out.
All right. I'm hopping off the call.
Yep. See you guys soon.
See you soon. Okay. Oh, taking off these headphones. It's it's a bit of a challenge to speak, be in a call, and like have these muffled headphones over. I can barely hear my PRB start. You know what? I can put on webcam actually. I can put on webcam and show you guys my new trim. Sheesh. I can also show you guys my TwitchCon. I've never had this haircut before. No. I'm very, very new to it. But yeah, give me a second, guys. I want to show you my TwitchCon swag. Wait. It's gonna be great. Maybe I could do webcam full screen. Should I do webcam full screen? Oh no, my DS is in the way. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I got a TwitchCon hoodie right here. Little TwitchCon hoodie. Let me put it on, even though it's boiling in here. I'm gonna model for you guys. Oh. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it. We've got this at the back as well. I don't know if you can see the Twitch. You see the Twitch logo? At the back. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I visualize when to PRB start when playing. You know what? I'm just going to take this DS off the screen. Sorry. Give me a second. I don't even have the game audio there, so I'm just going to leave that there. I also have other swag here. I've got a bag full of swag. Let me show you guys. Twitch hooking up the partners. Hey man, the firm made me partner, okay? The firm made me partner, okay? Twitch partner. We can hear the game audio in full screen. Really? You can hear the game audio? Okay, what about now? I've turned it down now. I don't like this. I don't like that it doesn't have a thing on the top. I know, I was gonna say that, Sparkling. You know, like a McDonald's employee with it. What else? This is pretty good. Okay, I got a little pouch with something in it. Yeah, it's got the local time in there. What do you guys think is in the pouch? Can you guess what's in the pouch? Okay, Luca says glasses. Do we have any more guesses? Got my little badge as well, look. Okay, I'm gonna reveal what it is. It's another pouch. Hey, Abel, I can attend the event now for SGDQ. Really? Oh, cool. So you're gonna be watching it? Wicked. Can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait to see you guys in the chat. I mean, well, if you want to chat, you're gonna have to subscribe to the Games Done Quick channel. Penalty para Portugal. Or Ronaldo, maybe? Anyway. Sunglasses. Some white sunglasses in the pouch. And it's got Twitch partner on them. It's pretty cool. To be fair, I would have liked it if it were black sunglasses, not white ones. I had white sunglasses once. And I sold them because I just didn't like the color. I think we've got other stuff here. Clean up for a bit. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. I'm really pleased with today's practice session. You know, I think in the next couple of days we'll be sure to have a really nice and... ¿He falló? No me jodas. So Ronaldo missed the penalty. I sometimes forget you speak Spanish. Yeah, the pin badge. Got the TwitchCon exclusive Rotterdam pin badge. Sorry the webcam's in reverse. I wish I could fix that. And I got some random shit that they gave out at the event. This Stampede Racing event car freshener. They were playing some random kart game there on PC. I was going to join in and destroy them all, but I felt pity. Power Up Gaming Booster Powder. Natural Elements. Did you meet Mario and Bowser? Yeah. Luigi as well. Toad. Tinky, Lala, Poe. They're all there, man. Did you meet any cool people there? I actually met the CEO. Well, no, I'm lying. I saw him walk past. I didn't meet the CEO. I saw him walk past and I was too afraid to say hello. DJ Clancy, whatever his name is. So he's pretty cool. I've seen him in a bunch of like podcast stuff. I was gonna meet Vantox, the MK8 Deluxe player. But we didn't coincide, and yeah, I didn't coincide with a lot of people, strangely, which sucks. Anyway, I think that's it. I didn't get any other swag. No, I didn't get any other swag. Yeah, I should have told him, look, man, I carry the category for Mario Kart DS. Do you know Mario Kart DS? Nope. All right. Have a good day. I don't know MKDS. Get out of my face. Anyway, let me just get this shit out of the way. It was a pretty cool event, by the way. If you guys are interested in seeing, oh, my badge. Don't want to lose my badge. My badge is very, very important. Can join the list of other badges that I've collected from other events. So that's TwitchCon Europe, Abel partner. Yeah, Bantox. Bantox was there on, I think, Friday. He wasn't there on Saturday. I was there on Saturday. Anyway, let's get back to it. Let's, I don't know what we could do. Just a little bit at TT. What? 10-minute time? Oh, it doesn't even have a ghost. I feel like this jump scares me every time. I forget that it exists. Start aggressively campaigning for Carter contest. Okay, I need to have campaign pledges. What would my first campaign pledge be? Vote for me. I'll bring you more scripted video content relating to Mario Kart. More stuff being worked on in this behind the scenes. I've been in the scene for almost 20 years now. Vote Abel. I have a 4-letter name on Twitch. There you go. ¿Qué me puedes recomendar para seguir mejorando al MKDS? ¿Qué has hecho de momento? ¿Has completado las copas? Juega las misiones, completa las misiones. O sea, juega el juego vete a tu rollo. Y vete poco a poco. Poco a poco en contrarreloj. Utiliza el Egg One primero. Todo 3 estrellas. Enorme. Le doy a las contras. Sí, empieza poco a poco. Tampoco te mates, pero empieza a jugar al circuito en 8. Empieza a jugar al circuito Mario 1. Y para practicar el PRB utiliza el tanque. Okay. Alright, what could I do? What track should I TT? What about Desert Hills? I haven't done Desert Hills in bare long fam. Yeah, screw it. Let's just do Desert Hills. 20 years compared to Sami Chetin's like 30. How long has Sami Chetin been playing, by the way? So he's been site director since 1997, I think, when he was practically a teenager. I hate this jump so much. Maybe I should do the flap? Mejor no utilices el ZGP, Luca. Creo que es mejor para no habituarte. The current iteration of SMK Players page came about in 0203. Jesus. 0203, man. Yeah, you know what? I'll do I'll try a PRB flap. But didn't the forums migrate? Didn't they migrate at one point? What the fuck? My webcam, I just touched it. It's boiling, man. Should I try getting front seats at SGDQ? You're actually going to physically be there. Thought you meant that you were going to be there, like, on stream. If so, that's really, really sick. That's awesome, man. For the record, just so you know, I'm not going to be there physically. So you'll see me in spirit. You'll see me in a pixel format. Jesus, that's so bad. I guess I'll delete the ghost and just do flap attempts until I eventually learn it. ¿Qué dorsal es el de tu camiseta? Soy un poco estúpido y no sé qué quiere decir dorsal. No tengo ni idea. Ah, o sea, ¿de qué edición? O sea, esta creo que es del 2000, será del 2016, 18, por ahí. No. El nombre, creo que es una de los chinos. O sea, me la regaló. Ah, el nombre. Ah, vale. Tiene. Tengo Asensio. Tengo Asensio detrás. I'm considering getting a front row seat in my huge set get up and vest, but it would probably make too much attention. Can you book, like, specific seats? I don't know you could book specific seats at GDQ. By the way, I watched a guy do a, was it Silent Hill run? Well, I just didn't have a chance to watch it. I was at work. But I followed the guy on Twitch. I'm definitely going to watch his runs. Yeah, that's what I thought, Revenant. I don't think you have to book anything. Never played MKDS before. Should I play it on my 3DS or Wii U Virtual Console? Definitely play it on a Nintendo DS. Don't play it on emulator or Wii U Virtual Console. Those things are garbage. I mean, there's nothing you can do if you have a Wii U Virtual Console and no DS, but still. My god, my MTs are ass right now. I can't even get the right line. But yeah, definitely try it out on DS. I think this is something we should probably mention. We could mention, like, the ideal playing setup for MKDS is, you know, on real hardware, on real DS hardware. Or try to get my attention there, Witty. Happiness is a warm gun. You sure did. And for the longest time, I thought John Lennon sang that. Oh, I don't like grinding this. Fuck it. I'm gonna go straight to different track. I will be at prom with some of my friends at that time. Well, enjoy prom, because that's important for you. I was about to say I'm very disappointed, but if you gotta go to prom, you gotta go to prom. It's fine. You'll be able to watch it highlighted later on, so it's no problem. But yeah, good luck, have fun. I don't know you guys had proms this late on, by the way. Thought proms would have probably taken place by now. Gonna work on the script while I watch. Cool, thank you, Mikey, thanks. Make sure to change the SNES Bowser Castle to GBA. Prom. I didn't have a prom, by the way, when I went to school. You know what? I'll race this one. I'll race this ghost. Just also take your phone with you and just like bathroom break. Just watch it in the bathroom. Slovenia failed a 1v1. Did England beat Slovenia? I don't think they did. I think it was a 1-1 draw or a 0-0. I think it was 0-0. Yeah, it was one win and 2 draws for England in the group. And Slovenia was one of the opponents. Hope they've been going okay, Kinder. Exams are a stressful time, obviously. Still kind of do it, it's just too distracting. Yeah, I understand. I mean, it's track dependent for me. I know I've mentioned this like 50 million times on stream already. And I can't get past this Goomba. What's going on? Oh, I know what I should do. I should practice the thing. The thing. Oh, I should definitely practice the thing. Because I'm going to be trying the thing. Oh! What the fuck? MKDS physics moment. Okay. I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Every event, I'm like, oh, I'm finally gonna learn it. And I never do. I aced my physics and math, so I'm totally passing. Not good with bio, but chemistry I'm decent. Good on you, man. I suck at all those things. My English was good. I think my English was the only good thing. Like, what is it, like GCSEs? Oh, wait, no, you're American, Revenant. Sorry. Hey, Bunny Delights. Check out my GDQ run on Thursday, please. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I went, oh my god, only because I was planning to watch the run after arriving home from... Yeah, because it was planned to be at 9, but then they pushed it back an hour. That's the issue. So it's just unfortunate. Oh, you're Canadian. Okay, sorry. GCSEs, that's like compulsory English school exams. What time? So it's gonna be 8 p.m. British Standard Time. No, it was already... Oh, there you go. Got it. It was already moved, Puddings, so I'm talking about like weeks ago, or like a month ago when it was originally moved. So 8 p.m. British Standard Time on, British Summer Time on Thursday, 4th of July. Ordered a new phone the other day. So yeah, you can check out the schedule there, Bunny Delight and everybody else. I may be completely wrong, but I think you're in the West Coast? Also, I got the schedule for my... I need to update the command. I got the schedule for my RTA in Japan run, and it is on, I believe, East Coast. Oh, I see, you're East Coast. For some reason, I thought you were in, like, California or something. The RTA in Japan run will be at around, I think, 10:30 UK time, which translates to something bizarre like 5 a.m. Japanese time. So I'm gonna die. I'm already, like, wondering what I'm gonna do to get to the venue. Oh, there you go. Got another one. Like, what can I do to get to the venue, like, in terms of transport? Because I'm, like, 40 minutes away from the venue by train. So I'm not too sure what's going on. Got a month to think about it. The official schedule helps you figure it out because there's a toggle. Oh, yeah. That's right. This goober, man. Transit is good there, yes. But at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be really difficult. I think what I could do is I could just chill at the venue, like, all night. Penalties! Wow. Slovenia are going to beat Portugal. Ay, ay, ay. Uber your way there if the trains somehow aren't running. Yeah, maybe that, or I could stay at the venue and just do an all-nighter. Just watch the other run. In fact, I think that's what I might do. Or just plead with the organizer and be like, please, I'm severely jet lagged. Saw the DM, by the way, Mikey. Can do. I'll do that right away after the stream ends. Oh, okay. Would you ever have the Walter White cut or Avatar cut? I've had the Walter White cut, my friend. I've got pics as well to prove it. You know what? I'm gonna go on a mad one. I'm gonna try the Waluigi Pinball cut. Wait, is there anything else I need to practice? Oh wait, yeah, I do need to practice this. In fact, I need to practice it with egg. It's not that it's easier with this cart. It's that it's got 3 mushrooms and it's got the highest speed stat. Okay, I'm gonna try it with a mushroom. Oh yeah, the Rainbow Road cut. Yeah, the Rainbow Road cut I think I've got down. I'm gonna... You know, Shroomless is possible with this right. I'm gonna ban your ass. Little rat scallion. There you go, first try. First try, baby. If RNG doesn't fuck me over, I'm pretty sure I can get it at least once. Sí. Está bastante bien. Ahora le tengo más confianza para hacerlo en una run. Yes, man. I think I can... sub 52 now. In fact, I'll yeah, 52 I'll definitely sub if I keep this up and get a good run. PR incoming? No, I completely screwed up the run. Lap 1, so I don't think there's a PR incoming. That was a nice lap too, though. It's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good practice. Wait, what am I doing? I don't want to do that. That was a close one. Abel is taking an ad break. Stick around to support the stream. That's not true. Don't believe him. Shit. Gol de Ronaldo. Okay. Every time I see that, it reminds me to work on that quote bag. I never ever do it, man. Okay, I got it 2 out of 2, one after the other, and now I can't get it once. It's fine. Well, let's try a bit of Waluigi Pinball. Waluigi Pinballs. Gonna play some MKDS on submit times in a couple weeks. Do I need a video to submit them? I think only if you're a certain rank. Kozo Trademark, thank you for the follow. Volvió a parar Portugal. Nice. But yeah, ideally, if Wretchman, if you video as many of your times as you can, just video the replay, then that would be good. Oh, I forgot how to time this shit. Gol de Bruno Fernandes. I'm not going to land this at all during the run. Don't expect it to happen. We never had an epidemic of cheaters like MKW did. But we want to enforce good proof standards, so... But no, but I think the rule is that you have to be a certain rank if you need proof. God. 3 saves from Portugal? Wow. Slovenia, Slovakia. Another Slavic country about to go out. Second most cheated MK. What, after MKW? After MKW, maybe 64? I don't know. I actually don't know. Double Dash? No, not Double Dash. Maybe the one in... What did Fenner play? Fenner guy, 1992. Super Circuit, right? Portugal ganó. Yes. See. I can't do it properly. Super Circuit is probably next highest on cheaters. Yeah, Hirano. Hirano for 1. I'm actually not gonna get this shit once, man. Completely destroyed it. Yoshi Flutter Hop Glitch. I hit it like 4 minutes. I have no idea what that is. The tiniest micro adjustment just completely throws me off. Man, if I land this with egg, the rest of the run is so free. I'll get like a 149 easy. Because the pult laps 2 and 3 are just so bad, man. So I just need this once. No. Oh, I know what you're on about, Wretchman. I've heard about that, yeah. I mean, that's cheating in terms of like bad sportsmanship. But I wouldn't say it's cheating in a technical sense, you know? Yeah, this happened at this happened at ESA, didn't it? Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. It was lip cuck. Oh, I know what I could play. I could play a standard Rob Flap. Since I've been banging those out lately. Let's give it a go. Lip cuck. I hate this beginning and I don't like this flap. Oh, you were around for that? Oh. Ugh! I'm gonna be sick. Who's that? Don't tell him. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Ate a lot of off-road there. I still need to get this technique down at the end. Don't do that. Hi from SGDQ. Hello, Laser Trap. How's the event going over there? I have a mental block for deep rusting, so please stay alive. I'll be fine. I'm fine. Like I'm definitely all well now, as you can tell. And we had a pretty decent practice run just before with Puddings and Mikey. So we'll be doing maybe 2 or 3 more between tomorrow and Wednesday, and I think we'll be all set to go. Just polishing up a few things in the script or our notes, and did Abel skip his catgirl pills? No, but I've been taking antihistamines, so wait, our flight's bad this time of year. They were bad on they were bad yesterday for certain flights, or this weekend, like flights going out of London City Airport. Bro on the controversial Spain shirt. Why is it Oh, is it because of the purple? Because of this? Because of this? Maybe. Abel also on the bootleg. I'm pretty sure this is a bootleg shirt, by the way. I got it like for my birthday one time. But yeah, sorry to hear about your experience. Why did you just get a shake or something in the airport? The one place that had them actually didn't have them. I see. Yeah, I've never been delayed that badly. I've been delayed like maybe 2 hours or an hour, but never that bad. Okay, what can we do? I don't know what to do. Peach Gardens, maybe? Whoops. Peach Gardens is always fun. It wasn't cancelled, I'm here now. Are you here for the rest of the event? Alright, Wretch Man. Thanks for checking out the stream, and if you're interested in finding out more about MKDS and how to acquire a DS and just getting into top level play, join the Discord. We'll be happy to help you out outside of streaming hours. Leave Saturday morning. Shame not to see that day live, but otherwise it's going to be a lot of fun. Brilliant. How does my ghost gain there? Ooh. My S24 Ultra arrives tomorrow. Nice. I've got an S21 Ultra, I think. No, I think it's an S20. Yeah, it's an S21 Ultra. Never been happier with a phone. Discord name is OakActor5. Sick. Yeah, join in. We'll be happy to answer any questions. Also join the Mario Kart DS Network Discord. So this is my S21 Ultra. It's got the Ava phone case here. It's like best phone I've ever used by far. I will have to say, one of the highlights of my trip to TwitchCon was on the way back. We're on a plane full of people coming from TwitchCon, going home to the UK. And I overheard one guy on the flight say one time he forgot his passport at in a Romanian Burger King. I think that was the best part about the trip. Hands down. Just hearing that. It's the most UK thing ever. Not on the spot. Did they believe that? I don't care if it's believable or not. It's just funny. I don't even know what the people he was with, how they reacted. It's just funny, man. Would have been a good opener. What the hell is up with this lap 1? It's so fast. How hard was it to not burst out laughing? Oh, it wasn't very hard. But it was still amusing. Had to go to the embassy for a temporary passport. Anyone knows a good headset for not too much? Yes, I do. I'll show you. I'll show you the one I use. It's actually in the description or in the in my bio. HyperX Cloud 2. Get one of these. These are the best, and they're not too expensive. And they come with a little microphone here, which I removed, like right there. So get HyperX Cloud 2s. I think they're really good. I'll get the Razer Kraken Kitty Edition, which is what Mary has. I think I've tried them on stream one time at her place. This isn't even a good run. Like, my ghost isn't even that good. I don't understand how it's this fast. Like a 126.4? It must completely shit the bed lap 3. Like there, it just shoots off, and I don't know how. And it runs away. Yeah, I don't know. Guess this ain't my track. I feel like I'm gonna double hop there. No, I'm a bit uncomfortable double hopping. Okay, you know what I could do? I could do some one tries on certain tracks. As part of my training. You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to randomly select the track. And I'm just going to do a one try with the egg one, okay? Okay. And stop. Okay. Star Cup. And stop. Okay, Waluigi Pinball. Love racing this without the shortcuts. Don't know why, I just can't seem to get it anymore. I haven't gotten it once since my last, I think, proper session in April, which is sad. Like, I've completely unlearned it and I don't know how. Okay. Still on pace for like a 159, I think. Is the mic for them good? Yeah, the mic for... I mean, depends what kind of mic you're looking for exactly. It's... just look up... quality test. Microphone quality test or like unboxing review of the microphone. Nice hotel waiter shirt. Pretty disrespectful, isn't it? You're telling that to the Spanish national team. Alright, so that's a 201 with a shortcut fail. It's normal. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, stop and press. Leaf cup. And again. Stop. Choco Mountain. I could actually just play this in time trial with BLS. Could be fun. Oh, that was tight. $35.8. Can live with that. Oh no. Feeling better? Thanks. Yeah, Andy, I am. Much better now. I was at TwitchCon over the weekend. I feel absolutely fine. I got well like on Thursday. Or Friday morning. I think I was absolutely fine. I still have this cough, which every now and again I do cough, but energy-wise I feel totally okay. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing okay too. You playing any Double Dash lately, man? Okay, 149 with egg. No shroom. Okay. Let's do one more track. Leaf Cup again. LC2. Not in a couple weeks because I was out of town a while. You mean you're not feeling well? I still don't know how to navigate that section with the egg. Unless I just do the, like, dry bomber strat. But I just tank a lot of speed, man. With this cart. Maybe do double hops like that. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, I think the racing's not going to be a problem. It's mostly the talking that's the issue. Yeah, I feel sharp. I have not played Double Dash in a couple of weeks. Okay. I was visiting my mum for 2 weeks and I did not bring my GameCube setup with me. I see. I completely forgot what I even asked. I apologize. Sorry. Let me figure out circuit with egg. Yeah, I'm just doing egg practice for the event. We did a bit of commentary practice before. I'm just working on my technique here. Trying to make sure I'm as sharp as possible. I mean, this really shouldn't matter that much because we're going to be in a completely different setting come the day. This is time trial. See if I can beat this ghost. Wario Stadium is always fun. Keeping the shroom in case I fail. Yep, nothing I can do there. Failed everything. Screw it, I'm gonna use it. Incredible. I'm talking to me in Portuguese for. Give me a second, I'll read it. Oh. Não foi possível praticar o comentário do GDQ como mês antes do evento para sentir-se mais confiante. Wow, that sounded like I read it with like a Dutch accent. That's what a weekend in Rotterdam does. Comentario de GD como no, I don't think we need to. I don't think it's something that I feel like if we overdo it for a month, it'll be bad. I think it's fine. I think only like just 2 or 3 more sessions and we'll be fine. It's already looking much better than last session we did on Thursday. I'm feeling pretty positive about it. It's just about polishing certain areas and just having fun with it. Not treating it as some kind of exam like a lot of people treat it. Fuzziness, thanks so much for the raid, man. What's up, man? And what were you playing? Have fun, thank you. Should check out the GDQ run that's coming up on Thursday, 4th of July. Desperate Chaos, hello. Zeros. What's up, guys? My name's Abel and I run Mario Kart DS. I'll be running it at Games Done Quick, Summer Games Done Quick 2024. Remotely. And it's nice to meet you all. So do check out that run. If you type in exclamation mark GDQ, should be coming up on this Thursday. Should be around 8 o'clock UK time. So just doing a bit of practice here. We were doing commentary practice as well earlier on. Freedom Day run, yeah. I was on the hunt for a little American flag, but I couldn't find one. In fact, I think I know where I can find one. That was a nice beginning. Oh, that's a shame. July 4th is the day MKDS becomes free from the MK Week colonizers. You know, that makes 0 sense. With, like, the timeline. Like, how could the MK Week colonizers be a thing since they came after? Well, whatever. I'm gonna stop talking about that. Could play a ROM hack here, just for fun. See what we got. I still need to download Ermicart. Imagine IRL. Speaking of IRL, would you guys want me to do IRL streams at like events and meetups and stuff? I'm thinking if I should do an IRL stream in Japan. Or like just a regular MKDS stream. Would you rather be roommates with Wario or work for Head Nixon in Futurama being his butler? Roommates with Wario. I don't care if he farts all night. It's fine. I don't work for anybody. Abel goes to McDonald's. Oh my god, TwitchCon, everybody had a camera being I must have... I'm gonna look at everybody's VODs and just find myself awkwardly looking at the camera lens. IRL streams would be class. I just don't think many people would watch. Also, let's do tiny tracks. We haven't done tiny tracks in ages. Also, the other thing that I don't want happening, and I know it can happen, is the game just randomly crashing during the actual run. Like, that would be really upsetting. Did you do your Mario impression at the TwitchCon? Yeah, man, I did. Let's do Bowser Castle. I think Bowser Castle is pretty cool. You know what? I'll do it with Dry Bomber. I don't even know why I'm picking Egg. Imagine the OBS crashes like in the MKW run. Well, wait, did it? Logan's MKW, Logan's OBS crashed. Del boy. I've got an Only Fools and Horses DVD that I haven't opened yet. It's been in its packaging for like 15 years. Shout outs to the time Bowser CPU blocked my way here and just like teleported down. But yeah, this is super clean. For tiny tracks, this is super clean, man. Yeah, I actually won it, and I kid you not, this is true. I won it at a bingo. Can I get squished by these? Can I even be below them? I'm gonna get pushed. I think I'm gonna get pushed. Yeah, I told you. You can't get squished. Como mola Romche. Es pa hacer la risa un poco. Do you think it's faster to go around on the spinning floor? You mean the long route? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. This isn't a question that I'm gonna... Okay, this is probably my personal favorite level. Even though... Never played Tiny Tracks. It's a laugh, mate. Look at him go, look at him go. Boing! 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 It's even better here. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, 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 boing. I love it. This is like my comfort ROM. Should do a stream drinking Del Boy cocktails. Why are the molds massive? Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually not a bad idea, Witty. Oh. They should make an actual track based off of the Mario Sunshine theme park. That isn't Baby Park at all. Oh, I got on top. I got on top. Look, 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 look. I'm on top. Okay, can I hop to Peanut Park? That one. Yeah, yeah, probably that one. Oh! Oh, come on, lad. Yes. Okay, can I make this? This is going to be frame precise. I can definitely make this one. No, I can't. shit. Okay. What about over there? Okay, next. Oh, I went out of bounds. I know Shroom Ridge is going to be wild. And I think, look, I've got a PB on it. I've got a sub-minute. No, we didn't mention that, actually. We didn't mention that. Hi Abel, how was your weekend? It was good, man. I was in Rotterdam, Red Yoshi. My name's ABEL, by the way. I hope you don't do it on purpose. You've done it a few times. That cargo. It's like that race car track from, what's it called? Mario Odyssey. Man. Yeah, this is impossible. They're actually drifting. They're nuts off, look. Am I even gonna PB? Nope. Can't PB. Close though. I just keep getting hit by everything. I'll try again. No, this is boring. Did somebody use Mermaid Man Shrink Ray on MKDS? No, they didn't do that. Well, let me check out Frappe Snowland though. Oh, this looks crap. I don't understand why they scale the trees to be so big. Like, no, this is not enjoyable. Like, why would you make the track tiny and then make certain elements massive? Guess MC1. Oh yeah, I've played this. Can't get through. Alright. I think I'm done for tonight. I'm gonna raid somebody, guys, and I'll be back tomorrow doing some more practice. Remember, if you just got here, I am running at Summer Games Done Quick 2024 on the 4th of July. Oh my god, look at this camera. Look at them. Look at them go out of bounds. They're driving in what the fuck is going on? So yeah, twitch.tv/games done quick. I'll be on the July 4th slot at 8 PM UK time. You know what? I'm going to be raiding Rapunzel Tower who is playing Monster Hunter Stories. I like their stream a lot, so do check them out. They're very nice. And I'll be back tomorrow practicing the run again. Thanks guys for checking out the stream as always. I'll be back tomorrow. It's okay, Red Yoshi. And yeah, we're almost there. See you later, guys. Bye bye.